Hi, all. I'm doing something a little bit different this week because I'm getting a new computer and my current computer is acting up. And because of that, it's making a flicker when I do video recordings. I'm going to change things up. We're going to do this just for a week. And if it works, maybe we'll do it again. So, what we're going to talk about today is how do you actually make change happen? This is something that I am super familiar with. I know how to do this, I have a long track record, and I know a lot of people are right now wanting that to happen in their institutions. So I'm just basically going to tell you some of the techniques that I use so you can see like what does it take? Is there some secret sauce to doing this? That's what I want to show you. This is something I'm known for. So much so that sometimes people will go, uh-oh, Kathy's here. Something is going to happen. I know of what I speak. So the first thing is you have to stop admiring the problem. And this is what we like to do. This is what I call the illusion of change. We love to sit around and talk about a problem and have a report and have a meeting and having a committee and all these wonderful things so we can figure out what is going on. We usually know what's going on and we usually sit with that part of it too much. Yes, you have to know what is going on, but we cannot stop there. We have to limit ourselves on how much we're willing to do this part. What we need are things like task forces, not committees. This isn't revolutionary, but most task forces operate like committees and they shouldn't. So the idea behind a task force, it is temporary. It has a specific goal in mind and you have a timeline. So what that does is it forces you to focus. So when you are trying to make any change and you get people together, because you got to have the stakeholders in the room, we have to do that. We don't make change with just one or two people sitting together and going, hey, let's make this happen. No, you got to have the affected parties in the room. But when you get them together, we've got to figure out what's the timeline, what has to be done, and who is going to do it. Yes, we have to be thoughtful. So I don't want you to think that I'm doing this in a very flip way when I make change, that we just come in and just throw caution to the wind. We don't. We are thoughtful. But the key is to do something. And this is the thing I see most schools just never get to. Or they put their toe in the water and they pull back. You've got to actually do something. So when you start doing things, is it all going to work? Nope. So we have to be willing to look at it and see what's going wrong. We have to evaluate things. Then we look and figure out what do we need to change. We make a plan and then we do again. What I call lather, rinse, repeat. So the idea is again, okay, we have figured out what we need to do. We are iterating to make it better. So we're going to focus again. We're going to have timelines and tasks, and we're going to have people who do things. And we just keep doing this until we get it right. And guess what? It does actually work. It doesn't sound magical, but it does actually work. And I want to hear from you. What are you trying to change at your institution, and where are you running into some roadblocks? Let me know.